Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel, and today we're going to be going into some shop lighting upgrades. So when I first moved into this house, I did a lot of renovating, had a lot of wall patches and paint and lighting and lots of things to do here in the garage, because when I first moved in, I have two main light sockets and they were just your standard bulbs and I couldn't see anything in here. So originally I had upgraded to two LED bulbs, just your standard LED bulbs, and then I also installed overhead hanging lights, LEDs from Menards. Great lights, but not everybody wants to install more lighting. Maybe you're just looking for the easy way of upgrading your lighting. So the LED bulbs that I had installed helped a little bit, but not all that much. So I went ahead and purchased some 3-wing LED lights. You can find them all over Amazon now. I want to say those were around $30 a piece. I bought 2 of them, obviously, and they were great. I've had them a year and a half now, and I just recently had one of the wings go out. The other 2 wings are still working perfectly, and besides that one wing, I haven't had any issues with them whatsoever. But I decided to upgrade. These have produced a lot more light, and I've been very happy with them. Plus I have the 2 hanging lights for more lighting. But if you're looking at upgrading, I decided to upgrade from these 3-wing lights to some 5-wing lights, and it's actually double the lumens, and we're gonna see how they compare. So I'll show you the lighting that's in here right now, and then I'll bring you in for a close-up. We'll take a look at what I've been running and what we're switching to, and then I'll install one of the new ones next to one of the 3-wings, or a 5-wing and a 3-wing, and you'll be able to see the difference. Hopefully, I'm sure the camera's probably going to adjust for the lighting, but hopefully you'll be able to tell, but I'll explain the best I can. But we're gonna go over the features and differences between the 2 lights, and I really hope you guys enjoy. Basically what I did was I went through Amazon and I looked for the best review, or the most reviews with the highest star rating possible, and something that wasn't over $50 for 2. So that was my budget, and I went with the highest rated ones. So if you guys do enjoy, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you've switched to any of these lights, or maybe a brand that you're considering. And if you've already purchased some, how are they doing as far as your usage? And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Let's get into this. Okay, so here are the Bring LEDs, the 3-wing lights, and here are the shop lights that I hung. And then I have the one that went out over here. You can see the other 2 wings are still working perfectly fine, but all the light this direction is out. It still provides plenty of good lighting in the garage, no problem whatsoever. But I wanted to upgrade. Plus, with 3 wings, you get 3 directional lights, and with 5 wings, you're going to get maybe less lumens per wing, but you're going to have more wings, so you're going to have more lighting all around instead of having some shadow space, basically. So here we are looking at the Bring LED that I've been running for about a year and a half, and the new Pound, I don't know how to pronounce it, Amazon brand, boom, that's it. It's a 2-piece, it's a 5+1. So this is a tri-wing, this is a 5-wing, but it also has the +1 of having the center light, which I thought was really nice. So I can angle these wings wherever I want and still have light directly below it, where this one, I would have to angle the wings all the way down to get light below it. So there are definitely some pros to this compared to this. So going over some of the specs. So the Bring LED has a color of 6K, and this one is going to have a color of 6500. So with that difference, I can honestly say I prefer the color of this one. It's a little bit calmer, I guess you would call it. Basically, if I have the lights on and I'm like looking straight ahead and the light's above me, seeing it from my eyebrows up, not looking directly at it, this one is nice and calm, where this one I feel as if somebody is always shining a spotlight in my face. I definitely like the color of this one. It is slightly different. I'm not sure when we do the next clip, when I'll actually show you guys the lights, if the camera will pick up the difference or not, but this one is definitely a little bit easier on the eyes. This one has 8,000 lumens, so that breaks down to roughly 2,600, a little bit more than 2,600 lumens per wing. And then this one is 18,000 lumens, and then broken down between the 5 wings and the center light, they all have the same amount of LEDs. it is roughly 3,000 lumens per wing and per center section. So a little bit brighter per panel here, plus we have more. And then the price of the Bring LED is roughly $27 to $30 each. And I couldn't find this brand. There are many other brands that sell this exact same light in pairs, but as far as this company that was selling them at the time, I bought these individually at $27 to $30 each. And then this one I bought as a set of two because it was cheaper than buying them individually. So individually, this one is $24 to $32, and then for two of them, it ranges from like $40 to $46. I picked them up for $42 for the two-piece set. Definitely not as cheap as your standard LED bulbs, but they produce a lot more light and a much bigger area of bright light. This one, I'm not sure as far as warranty. I think it was 1 year. I'm not worried about even trying to get it through the warranty with Amazon. Not Amazon brands, but you know, all these unknown companies that sell their stuff on Amazon. This one does carry a 3-year warranty though, and lifetime service. So this one, you guys might be able to tell, is quite a bit larger. So this one stands 6 inches tall, this one stands 5 inches tall, and then with the wings all the way open, it does measure roughly 13.25 inches, where this one is roughly 12 inches. So a little bit smaller surface area on this one compared to the tri-wing. As far as LEDs, looking at them, each panel on the Bring LED is going to have 72 LEDs for a total of 216 LEDs. And then the new one is going to have, you can tell they're spaced quite a bit further apart. This one is going to have 40 LEDs per 5 wings plus the one. This also has 40 LEDs. So that brings it to a total of 240 LEDs, so more than the 216 on this one. And then you're more than double the lumens, 8,000, 18,000, so you have 10,000 more lumens. And then doing the math and everything, boom, 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 the magic part. This one has roughly, like I stated, 2,600, a little bit more, 2,666.67 or something like that. Lumens per panel, and this one has 3,000 lumens per panel, counting that center portion. So that's really it as far as the information on these. Now I can say as far as the build quality, the center housings are both plastic. Now this one sounds a little bit sturdier than this one. This one sounds a little bit more hollow. And then as far as the wings, for the heat dissipation, they are aluminum. Now this has like a texture of like it's aluminum. If you've ever sandblasted aluminum, that's the texture of it. So it's bare aluminum that's been sandblasted. And then this is, once again, aluminum, much thinner profile, much smaller. You also have a lot less LEDs in here, a lot less heat building up in this area, so they can have a smaller heat dissipation wing and just spread them out more. And then it is also thinner, but it also has almost like a powder coating to it. You can kind of see in there where you can see the bare aluminum under there. And then the fasteners are all of good quality. They're nice and snug. They're not going to be moving around on you or anything. So that's really nice. I'd say the build quality of this is very nice. This one had no issues whatsoever besides just one of the wing panels going out. So other than that, both of them have been running. The ones that I have screwed in right now have been running for approximately 20 minutes, and they both, just checking it from about a foot away directly beneath it, registered at 94 degrees. So both of them were 94.3 and 94.4. So basically the same operating temperature. So they're working just fine, not overheating or anything like that, not putting off a tremendous amount of heat. And I love how you can just simply adjust these wings, and you know, this is going to put off a lot of light. I like to keep mine kind of all angled like this so I have light everywhere. Another pro to this, not only is it brighter and has more wings, but with this, you may have just a little bit more lumens per panel here, but you also have a lot less shadow space. There's a lot less of a gap here between the light spread than here. You're going to have a much dimmer area in between the wings the further you go out. since there's only 3 panels. And this one, with more panels, you have a lot less of that shadow space. So hopefully the camera will pick that up, but I'm not sure. But I do think these are a good deal. I picked these up once again for $42 for the set of 2. So let's go ahead and take a look, and hopefully you guys can see it. If not, I'll explain it the best I can. Okay, so here you can see both lights. As you can tell, what I was talking about earlier, in between the 3 wings, you have a lot of shadow space. And the further you go out, like how I have 2 wings towards the back, that entire area here is a little bit dimmer. And then same thing goes for kind of like this area, it's a little bit dimmer than over here, you know, just because there's 3 wings here instead of the 5. So this covers more of that 360 degrees without shadowing. So I have good coverage throughout all of the area over here without much shadowing like the tri-wing. So here's that center light. I definitely like that center light. It's great for working in the engine bay. I got plenty of light over here to work with, so no issues there. And we're gonna go ahead and swap this one out, and I'm still gonna keep these other 2 just in case one of these fails. But if you can kind of tell the color difference, this one is an extremely bright white, and this one's just a little bit calmer and easier on the eyes. So I definitely prefer the 5-wing color as well as the coverage that it's providing. So let me know your guys' thoughts, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. I will have these ones linked down in the description for you guys if you guys are looking at upgrading your shop lighting or anything like that, and you don't want to install hanging lights like this. So if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down in the comment section if you guys have went with something like this. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. See you guys next time.